Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to another edition of Have a Nice Podcast with, of course, me, the Roxanne. And let me just tell y'all, I rushed in this motherfucker today. Yes, I did. I came running in here just like Eddie Kane Jr. I sure did slid in here at the very last minute. Why? Because I like to keep it real with you. I'm not trying to hide this or pretend I am who I am, and I don't give a damn. Please believe it, baby. Well, if you happen to be wondering why you're able to see the bench through my shirt here, and the reason why I'm going to point it out is before anybody else points it out, like, yo, hey, we can see through that. It's because I picked the wrong color green. I'm trying to get the whole podcast thing, like I told you. We showing as we growing. And there's just some shit we just don't be knowing. And I did not know that this was going to do this. I thought this was green enough. You know what I'm saying? Because I looked at it like this was upstate penitentiary green. You know, I didn't think that this was going to like throw everything off, but it did. But I'm here. Please believe it. Oh, let me give a shout out. Hey, Poochie. Hey, Ricky. Hey, Shinari. Of course, hey, you, Bernard. Please believe it, baby. You was the first in the room. We're going to start giving gifts and shit to the people who's the first ones in the room that want to tune in and hang out and make sure it is what it is when it is what it is. So today, we're going to talk about the time when I was on tour selling drugs and putting out fires. Yep, that's what I said. I said it. I'm going to repeat that again. I was selling drugs and putting out fires. Now, in case you've ever been, or in case you've ever heard, oh, okay, hey, Jameson, peace to Ron, please believe it. Hey, Ricky Bailey. So anyway, let me get back to the whole thing. Hold on, let me get the phone number again. Tell me the phone number one more time.
279-732-0011.
279-732-0011. See, that's because I'm still got that brain of the 80s. You know what I'm saying? You remember when back in the days when people had to tell you their motherfucking phone number? You had to write it down on a piece of paper or wrote it down in the middle of your hand before there was cell phones and all this other good shit. Hey, Keisha. Hey, Clayton. Hey, Kelly. Mr. Word Life. Hey, what's going on? Hey, Light King. How are you? Okay. So now back to what I was saying. I'm telling y'all the story of when I was on tour. Now, I was on this tour and it was the Source tour. And it happened to be the first Source tour out the gate. Like, see, Roxanne Shante experienced a lot of firsts. Because remember, I started making records in 1984. So because of that, there's been a lot of things. Like people be like, nah, I've been down since day one. I've been down since day one. Motherfucker, I've been here since the night before. Okay? I watched a lot of day ones pull up. And I'm happy about it and everything. And I love all of the todays. And I'm looking forward to the tomorrows. But the main thing is, let me tell you about this tour. So I don't want to mention every artist that was on the tour because I don't want you to think that all of them needed my specific services that I offered to them on the tour. Because remember, I'm already coming from the group home. I was a runaway. I was a hustler. I'm in the streets making it do what it do. So any opportunity that I saw that would enhance my bag, I did. So I would be on tour with some of these artists and I made a lot of money doing laundry. I did. Like I started my career. It's so funny because I got this thing about clean clothes. So I started my career doing laundry. Like the first time I ever made a record, I was going down the laundry. Marley called me up to his house. I did the record and still finished my laundry. So I had a thing about clean clothes. I like to fold. I like it to smell clean. I like it to be good. So on tour, you figure a lot of us were teenagers. It was our first time leaving home. So a lot of boys didn't, and they were like, I want to call them boys. I want to say young men, didn't really take care of themselves as far as being able to do their laundry and things like that. Like some of them would wear the same drawers for days. For days. Hold on 1 second. Let me answer this phone real quick. Hold that thought while I get into this story. Okay, wait. Well, hold on. We'll ask them to hold. Please believe it, baby. Shout out to our caller too from last week. We're sorry that you had got disconnected. We just wanted to give you a shout out again this week. I was trying to remember your name, but I got to remember so much. But I just wanted to tell you, thank you so much for that. Anyway, back to the tours. So, like I said, a lot of them wore the same drawers. They did. But these are my hip hop brothers. But y'all know sometimes young men, you know, they weren't getting the money like they get now where they could just step out their drawers and we're going to go to the mall and we're going to buy some more. No, they didn't do that. So I decided to start Roxanne Shantae's Keep a Secret laundry service. That's right. Because see, a lot of them had skid marks and shit like that. You know, they drawers was a little fucked up, but it was okay because I could keep secret. You know what I'm saying? That I put my secret keeping price on top of the clothes. So, you know, I had bundles and bundles of clothes where I started actually bringing my sisters on tour with me just doing laundry because I made more money doing laundry than actually performing. So now we're talking about the girls. We're talking about the groupies. We're talking about the ones that come back to the hotel and try to sleep with any and everybody. We're talking about young men who are just now coming out of the city, traveling for the first time on their own and not having any type of restraint when it comes to sleeping with all of these young girls, you know, or these young women. We're going to say everybody's of age. We're going to keep it that way. We're going to say everybody's of age. So sleeping with these young women. And when they would do this, occasionally, like this is before shit got real dangerous. This is like when somebody slept with a stranger and it wasn't real stranger danger. It was like more like itchy bitch than stranger danger. You get what I'm saying? Like itchy bitch is like she gave you the crabs or she gave you, you know, she gave you a minor STD that, you know what I'm saying, you could knock on my door and I actually was selling penicillin, amoxicillin, like everybody else was, you know, when you think of drugs and you think about people selling drugs on tour, the first thing people think about is cocaine and they think about all of this other stuff, but nah. The real money was made with amoxicillin and penicillin. And I was killing them. Well, no, I was saving them. Yeah, that sounds better than killing them. I was saving them. That's what I was doing. So this is how it started. Young man was on tour. Me and him have a brother-sister relationship. He comes to me and he says, listen, you know, Shante, because they call me Shante. So they was like, Shante, I'm having this sensation. I said like a York peppermint patty, like a burning sensation. So we nicknamed it the peppermint patty. So this way, nobody would know if you had caught something because you could just say, hey, Shante, I got a peppermint patty. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, remember that commercial? I bite into a York peppermint patty and get the sensation that, you know what I'm saying, all of this breeze and all this other stuff. You remember the motherfucking commercials. Well, anyway, let me see what else. Hey, Larry, yep, they gave them that shit. Hey, Keisha, look, oh my goodness. Yeah, I think we should. Please believe it, Bear. Okay, so now back to y'all. So they would come to me and I would actually give them, you know, like amoxicillin and penicillin. Now you hear a lot of rappers talk a lot of shit. Yo, I sold crack and I sold coke and I did this and I did that. Baby, that motherfucking amoxicillin, whoo, bought me that Audi. It sure did. I bought an Audi from amoxicillin. So they would come to me and tell me what was going on. So eventually, before you knew it, it seemed like half the fucking tour was knocking on my door. Now, I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to say who's who and what's what, but they would knock on the door like, hey, knock, 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 knock. Shante, yeah, you got a York peppermint patty? I was like, ooh, you got the sensation? Because that was the way I would say it in order to get the money. And they would be like, yeah. And then I said, okay, do you want me to do your laundry? And he's like, well, I didn't really, because we wasn't really making a lot of money on tour at this time. So I would actually do it for them and let them pay me later. But I would hold on to their clothes. Like I would lock them under the bottom of the bus. And once they pay me my money, then they got clean drawers and stuff. And I know that might sound cruel, but it's a business, man. It's a business, man. And I had to remember that. You know, you didn't want to feel sorry. So, you know, I could tell when somebody needed to have their laundry done because they would get on stage. And do you know what scooch booty is? Well, scooch booty is when your drawers is dirty, but it kind of make your crack of your butt itch a little bit. So you kind of scooch your booty. So they be on stage killing it. And then every now and then I see them ease and do like a little squeeze the booty, let it go. You know what I'm saying? That's like scooch booty, like squeeze the booty real quick and let it go. That's trying to get that itch without having to scratch their ass in front of the crowd. So then when they would come down the steps off the stage, I'd be like, hey, listen, I noticed you need to have your laundry done. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. I do. Because some people would try to hold out. Like, nah, I'm going to wash my clothes when I get home. Motherfucker, we're going to be on tour for 3 months. We're going to be on tour for 2 months. So you're just going to hold the clothes for 2 months and rotate, you know what I'm saying? You can work out a payment plan with me. So that's how I became being known as the hustler of hip hop. Not because I tried to hustle my people out of things, but because I provided a service that was so needed in order to keep their privacy for my brothers and my sisters. You see what I'm saying? I provided that service. Why? Because I seen the greatness in all of them. And sometimes if they got a little itch or a little fire, they might doubt their greatness. I don't want them to doubt their greatness. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to make sure that they understood. Please believe it. Listen, Don, I'm a hell of a connect. If you need it, I got you. Okay, Ron, dude, Brown, Low, dudes is fat. Listen, they were young. They were young. And I think they always felt that getting girls, and the more girls that they would get on tour, that it would allow them to be able to have more fun. Like if you could say, I got more girls here and I got more girls there. And after all, I mean, through the grace of God, and that's the only one who we can say thank you for it, is that the fact that they did not, you know what I'm saying, it didn't lead to other things because they didn't like that feeling. Okay. Listen, Danny, will you tell them? That's right. Shout out to you for healing folks in more ways than just enlightening them with music that soothes the savage beast. Voila, baby. What are sisters for? What are sisters for if we can't help our brothers out in a difficult situation? So that's what I did on tour. And like I said, Peppermint Patty, you know what I'm saying? So every now and then, you know, some rappers, you can go under their picture and just type Peppermint Patty and they might laugh their ass off, you know what I'm saying? Because of the fact that they understood that that's what we called it. We called it the Peppermint Patty because it was a burning sensation that they would get, and they would pay me in order for me to, you know, give them that. Like, yeah, listen, take 3 of these. And I probably was ODing on it because I used to just tell them, like, yo, jumpstart the shit. Because I think you're supposed to take like 1 a day. But I'm 16. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to really prescribe shit. So I was like, yo, listen, all I know is take 3 of them. You take them all in 1 day, you probably feel better. But let me just tell you something. When they would pee on the bus, the whole fucking bus smelled like penicillin and amoxicillin. The whole bus would smell like it. You know, so, but that wasn't the only thing that I created on this tour. Let's see. I'm from Wilmington, Delaware, and we called them. Okay, well, you got to let me know what you call them. Shante, you was the tour mother. Yes, I was, baby. Yes. And, you know, the fear of other things. See, we bringing that back to Peppermint Patty. Listen, like King, nobody want to be bringing back a Peppermint Patty, but at least you know that you won't, you know what I'm saying, you can cure the Peppermint Patty. So that wasn't the only thing that I actually created on tour. I'm also responsible for the Don't Shit on the Bus bag. Now, I know you're wondering, what is the Don't Shit on the Bus bag? Now, this is all the same tour. This is all first time going out, source tour situation, and the Don't Shit on the Bus, because you know how it is. You've ever taken a long bus trip, you know that the whole trip seems to go longer and it seems to really get fucked up if somebody shits on the bus. Like, you shit in the bus, you know that little blue stuff that's down there in the toilet, it's only going to be able to hold but so much. And we're talking young, growing men at this point. So I came up with what was called the shit bag. What you would do is you take a garbage bag, you put it when you know that you got to go to the bathroom, you know that you got to poop. And most of the time I would just have it already around the seat. But you take it and you take the garbage bag and you take it up and you tuck it around. So now there's a hole there. So if you really have to go to the bathroom, instead of shitting inside of like that cesspool thing, any bus drivers up there that know what it's called? But anyway, instead of that little cesspool blue thing, y'all know what I'm talking about. Instead of it going inside of there, it goes inside of the bag. So once you shit in the bag, you take the bag, you close it up, you knot it up, you throw it away. We stop the bus, you throw it away. Well, as with young men, shit happens. So these 2 well-known rappers were already beefing, and we were all on the same bus. And one of the rappers took their shit bag and hit the other rapper with the bag. And when he hit him with the shit bag, I knew shit was about to go down. So on the old tour buses, everybody's bed was like a coffin. It was like a little small coffin. Ain't that fancy shit you see now where people got all kitchens and all that stuff. It was like a little small coffin. And baby, I got in my little coffin, zipped my little curtain, and just kept a little bit of my head because I knew shit was about to be flying everywhere. They was getting ready to start going crazy. So this one rapper took his bag, hit the other rapper with it. Other rapper jumped up and took the bag because when he threw it and hit him, he didn't really throw it really hard. He hit him with it, but I guess he could still feel the warmth because shit stay hot for a little while. For some reason, shit don't just cool down, especially if you're on a tour bus. So he probably felt the warmth through the plastic, and because everybody was laughing, that's what really got him hyped. So he took the bag, he started swinging that shit like Conan the Barbarian. And he's swinging that shit and it was picking up some momentum. And then all of a sudden, bam! Shit splash. He hit him with the bag, shit splashed everywhere. Bus driver gets mad, slams on the motherfucking brakes. All of y'all getting the fuck off my bus. I was like, no, Lou Gossett, hold up. Don't do that to us. We in the middle of nowhere. I don't know what happened. And the reason why I say Lou Gossett is because our bus driver looked like Lou Gossett. You know what I'm saying? He was like an older black man with a bald head. He looked like Lou Gossett. So we nicknamed him Lou Gossett. That's like the hip hop thing. They just name you after whatever it is you look like, whatever it is you eat. Everybody's nicknames is everybody's nicknames. So he slams on the brakes, pulls over, everybody gets off the bus. Now we're on the side of the road. Now, if you've seen the movie The 5 Heartbeats, we're on the side of the road like the motherfucking 5 heartbeats, just looking at each other. Nobody wants to go on the bus and clean the shit up. Everybody's feeling like they're responsible for it. So, here come Roxanne Shante. I ain't afraid of no shit. I want a percentage of everybody's shit, otherwise we ain't gonna get to the motherfucking show. So, therefore, everybody got to up some cash. Let's clean this bus and let's go to the next stop. They were like, no, don't nobody want to clean it up. We're not going to do it. We're not going to go. I said, okay, fine. Because I done made enough money doing laundry and selling pills to you nasty motherfuckers that I don't care if the tour stops here. But just think about what's going to happen with your career. And if the Source magazine turns out to be big, you about to fuck up. So just then, they thought about it like, damn, what if she's right? So everybody put their differences aside, got on the bus. Everybody started cleaning the bus and cleaning everything up. And we got on the bus and we wind up making it to the next show. But that is how I created the shit bag. And because of that, still today, a lot of rappers have that rule. No shitting on the tour bus. Why? Because it'll clog it up. And if it clogs it up, you clogged up with that smell all the way until the next stop. Please believe it, baby. Oh, there we go. Shout out to you, Chad World. Shout out to you, Brandon. Okay. So, like I said, being on tour with everyone was amazing. Like, I have tour stories for days. And that was just from the Source tour. And being able to put out fires and do the York Peppermint Patty for my brothers, that's just things that sisters do. Not saying like I condone them doing what they was doing, but we was young. Nobody knew, nobody knew what it was going to be. Nobody even knew that hip hop was going to last this long. Nobody figured that at the end of the day, I would be 50 something years old telling these stories to millions of people, like letting them know like this is how we lived. And I feel sorry for some of the artists today, not because of all of their great, luxuries and they don't know what, but the fact is, if you don't put a little bit of struggle in things, you don't really appreciate it. You don't really understand it. We were happy to have fans because it took a long time for you to get a fan. They had to, like I said before, I explained this once before, they had to buy your record, turn it over, copy down the fan club, send a letter, wait for a picture to come back. And that's the reason why they are still fans today, because it wasn't an instant click. And even being on tour, one of the things about it is that you learned how to band together. Nobody had enough time to stay angry with each other. Nobody had enough time to want to, oh, I just want to get rid of this person. I want to get rid of this person. We didn't do that. There was nothing but love, dysfunctional love, because we were a dysfunctional hip hop family. But at the end of the day, we were still family, and we always understood that. So when it comes to being able to still today go out and perform, it's amazing to me. Like this weekend, I was in Staten Island, and I had the honor and the privilege of hosting for Rakim and KRS-One. You know, there was it was just incredible, nice and smooth. DMC. You know, when you get a chance to do that, you just feel honored, because you sit back and you say, wow, look how far we've come, and we're all still together. And that's something that I wish the younger generation would do. I wish that they would put some of their beefs and things aside and see the bigger picture, because we're losing so many of them so young. And I didn't want to turn this on a damper note, but I just needed to say how I feel, because, you know, when I get up here, this shit is not scripted. I am who I am. I say what I say, and I say what I feel. Hold on, let me see what's going on here. This is good shit, Roxanne story time. Yes, it is. You better tell a friend that Roxanne Shante is up here telling motherfucking stories again. Oh, look at this. Andres Ingram said, look, I will never eat a peppermint patty again. No, you can eat a peppermint patty. You just can't eat patty if she's peppermint. Please believe it, baby. Hold on, we got a call here. Hold on, let me get this in my ear. Here we go. I think I got it now. Okay, go ahead. Hit me with it. Hello?
What's going on? This is Illville, straight out of Illinois, music producer.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing good, doing good.
Good, good. Well, are you enjoying the Roxanne stories?
Definitely, definitely, definitely. Big fan of Roxanne Shante, big fan of LL Cool J. You know what I'm saying? I'm a younger myself, but I've been following the history behind it for the longest.
Absolutely. And I'm going to tell you, and that's why we do it. We do this so that you can have an understanding of what we went through, so that you can now appreciate and enjoy it. So you said you do production,
Yes,
huh?
yes, ma'am, definitely. I
Okay.
actually got this project out right now. Shout out to LL and shout out to Molly Mall. I actually got a project out right now called the Comeback Challenge. That I did dedicated to LL. I actually sampled Mama Said Knock You Out by LL. And
Okay.
I made it called the Comeback Challenge. And I got a few challenges on there that actually did their thing on Instagram. And so I'm trying to get a lot of people to get in soon so I can just make it for the culture of hip hop, you know.
Absolutely. So you know what? So tell us your Instagram.
My Instagram is Illville the producer is ILVEAL underscore DA underscore producer PRODUCER.
Absolutely. Well, y'all heard this information. Go over there and check him out and support a brother. Please believe it, baby. And you know what? Make sure that you keep listening every week, because we're giving the opportunity for somebody to come up here and sit right next to me on the bench. Okay? And that could be you.
Definitely,
All
definitely,
right. Please believe it. Have a good night, baby.
definitely.
All
Oh
right.
yeah, make sure you check out this comeback challenge yourself because I definitely think you would dig it. Most definitely.
Okay, that I will. The comeback challenge.
Most definitely.
And have a nice podcast. Okay, so as you see, what we like to do is we bridge the gap. That is one of the main reasons for LL Cool J's Rock the Bells Radio, which I have a show on there, myself and Cutmaster Cool B. We're on every day, Monday through Friday from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. And what we do is want to make sure that people have a nice day. But again, like I said, it was all about bridging. Hold on a second. Let me just get this phone. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Hey.
Hey.
Okay, so you're here
Hello.
on the Have a Nice podcast. How are you? What's your name? Where
How
you
you
from?
doing, Shawnee?
I'm good.
That's what's up. I just want to touch on some stuff that you.
No, you got to listen to me. You got to talk to me.
I'm sorry. Let me cut this down because
Yeah.
I need to talk to you.
Okay, go ahead. Talk
I
to
just
me.
want to touch on some stuff that you talked about.
All
Because I've
right.
been around, I'm in the same age group. I'm 50. I've been around you a long time. I used to go to a lot of clubs you've been at. My cousin is Peekaboo. I know you know him.
Yes.
That's that's how I met you. And you're an awesome person. But what I
Thank
want to
you.
touch on is about the rappers of today. Like you
Yes.
were saying, they killing each other, which is so stupid. This drill rap, I don't get it. You said you didn't think that rap was going to be a longevity for you. I thought so. Reason why y'all
Really?
all had something to say. Y'all all had something to say from Roxanne, Shante, from Light, from Salt and Pepper, from the male rappers. Everybody has something to say. Today, I don't know what these kids are talking about.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about guns, about shooting and killing. I don't get it no more.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. And one of the things we're gonna do is we're gonna have an open forum for it because like I'm down to just a few minutes. And
Right.
thank you so much for calling. And I'm gonna build on what you was just saying. So now the brother
Thanks.
that was just calling me on the phone, he was saying the fact that when it comes to young rappers, it seems like they don't have a value for life because they're out here killing each other and everything else. And he doesn't really understand what it is that they rhyme about. Well, I'm gonna tell you, they rhyme about what they're going through. They rhyme about what they see. The same way how we did rats in the front room, roaches in the back, junkies in the alley with the baseball bats. They don't see that. Instead, they see their friend with a gun or they see their man just got shot. So I think all of that has to do with them being able to just come out and say what it is they see, what it is they feel, what it is that they're going through. So as with any artist, I give them that understanding for that leeway that's needed for them to express their artistry. I'm not one to pass judgment and say, okay, you shouldn't do this or you shouldn't do that. But I do wish it would change because we need you. You're the next generation. Hold on 1 second. You still got another call? Okay, hold on. Let me just grab this phone real quick. And then I'm going to finish that because that was some real serious shit. Okay, because I'm down to 2 minutes. Hello?
Hey, Roxanne, Shante, this Poochie.
Hey, Poochie.
Hey, baby. I tell you, so you only got 2 minutes, so we can't talk long. What the iPad only up to 30 minutes? The
Yes.
podcast for 30 minutes. Oh, okay. Well, I just wanted to say, I love you. I was tuned in, and I also typed on that KRS-One was wrong for what he said about Roxanne Shante was only good for steady effing because you was the rapper, the nurse, the cleanup lady, and everything else. Please
Absolutely.
believe it.
That
Oh,
is
and I'm gonna see
true.
you. I'm gonna see you on the 26th because you coming down to Baltimore, right?
Yes, I will. CIAA. I'll be right there, baby.
You know you gotta hit me up.
I got you.
All right.
All right. Thanks for
All right,
calling,
bye-bye.
Poochie.
You
All right. Now I'm going to tell you the thing when it comes to my fans, I tell everybody I don't have fans. I just have friends that I haven't met yet. And I look so forward to meeting all of you, whether it's at a performance, whether you happen to be the lucky LL, which is the loyal listener. And right now we call you the loyal lookers that happen to be the one that's going to sit here next to me. Either way, all I love is for you to have a nice podcast. See you next Wednesday. Please believe it, baby, because all of this be crazy.